What up, world? Established Rich coming right back at you. I just saw this story over on the Company Man site or channel. Salute to the Company Man. I wanted to cover it myself because, of course, I'm going to put my own spin on it and give you my opinion on it. But let me just fill you in on what I'm talking about. During Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl performance, a background performer named, and I'm not going to try to say his name, I'll just say the last name, Nantambu, disrupted the show by displaying a flag combining the Palestinian and Sudanese colors with the words Gaza and Sudan inscribed. This act was not part of the planned performance and caught both the audience and organizers off guard. So that's where we're starting from, and I want to play the first clip of him speaking about his gesture at the Super Bowl.
I felt I didn't have a choice because I was elected to be a part of the halftime show, and when I saw what my position was, it was a great stage, a large stage, and we know as a practicing Muslim, our Prophet Muhammad teaches us if you see a wrongdoing or you're aware of a wrongdoing, you must stop it with your hands, and if you can't stop it with your hands, stop it with your tongue, speak out against it, and if you can't stop it with your tongue, try to stop it with your heart, meaning pray about it, and we know that's the weakest of faith. So I had an opportunity on a grand scale to bring awareness or speak out against a wrong of our Muslim brothers and sisters, because we know if one part of the body is hurting, all of the body is hurting. This ummah is one body. So I didn't want to face my creator and not with a sign of weak faith when I knew I had an opportunity to show I didn't have weak faith.
All right, so you heard that. He saw what his position was, and he knew that this part would fit right in with the show. First of all, Kendrick Lamar designed the show. Kendrick Lamar is meticulous. If he wanted something added to the show, I'm pretty sure he would have let you know. But for you to sit back and observe what Kendrick Lamar is putting together and then decide on your own, I'm going to add my own little splash to it, that's not how it's supposed to work. That's selfish. That's not taking into consideration anybody else's stance on anything. And he made it clear when he said, I had the opportunity on a grand scale. Yeah, you had the opportunity on a grand scale to be the topic of discussion, which is exactly what you wanted. People to do exactly what I'm doing right now is make videos about you. So therefore you can use that fame to further whatever else you have going on. It's a phrase I'm going to repeat in here. I feel like it was clout-chasing draped in protest. That's exactly what this was. And he even went so far in that clip as to say he didn't want to face God, and God would blame him for not pulling out a flag at the Super Bowl. Maybe I'm missing something, but let's check out the second clip.
Do you have any cultural or family links to either Palestine or Sudan, or was this purely a gesture of humanity and support for those affected by these wars?
Humanitarian. I'm a humanitarian and I'm a Muslim. So we're spiritually collected in Islam, and we're human, and we're connected with empathy for humanity because we're all human beings, God's creation, and they're oppressed. And we know God answers the prayers of the oppressed. They are suffering. They're treated with injustice, and it's on a wide scale, and nobody is really giving it the light that it should get, at least working toward a change. And I wanted to show the solidarity to those afflicted by this and their families and loved ones, that they're being remembered here in America. And they're being remembered here in America, not just by me, but by others. And it'll strengthen all of our faith. It was not about countrymen. It was more about spiritual.
Okay, let me jump in and ask you, do you think the protest or your protest is likely to damage your career? Are you worried you may find it difficult to get work again, given what happened?
I trust in God, brother. I wanted to pass that. I fear God more than I fear man.
Now, as you can see, he has no family connection to Gaza or Sudan. He just felt like it's an injustice going on there. He doesn't even have a connection to this cause that's going on, that he's so passionate about, that he had to ruin Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl performance. And he says that nobody is talking about it or looking for a change. Where have you been? People have set themselves on fire over this Gaza and Israel conflict, and the things that have been happening in Sudan have been being covered for decades. So I don't know where this guy has been. And Trump just made a suggestion about reforming the Gaza Strip. So this topic has been all over the news, all over the media for months, and that was just disingenuous to even say that. Him worried about whether or not it's going to damage his career. If he was applying for a job with me, he would not be hired. And the reason is not for the protest. The reason is because you can't be trusted. Kendrick Lamar trusted you to add to his vision, to add to his performance. So if I hire you and I have a protocol of how I run my business, who's to say you won't say, wait a minute, I need to add my own touch to it. I saw how everything was going and I saw an opportunity, and you can't be trusted. So I don't know if anybody's going to hire you in the future. I wouldn't. Let's check out clip 3.
And it was clear to me with the signs of the show that Kendrick had the American flag and human bodies. He had his PG Lane flags, and it was also many signs for me to show those flags to show how we're all connected.
Yes, because
there you go. Now, out of everything he just said, what I heard is I saw what Kendrick Lamar was doing. He had this flag, the PG Lane flag. He had this symbolism going over here, and I know exactly what he's missing. So what I'm going to do is betray his trust and add my own touch to a show that he's been planning out with his team for the last 6 months. That's what I'm going to do. Does that make sense? I'm pretty sure you guys will let me know if I'm wrong in the comments. But while the display of the flag was presented as a form of protest, the manner and timing suggests an underlying motive of personal attention seeking. By choosing such a high-profile event without prior coordination, he ensured maximum visibility for himself, potentially overshadowing the causes he claimed to represent. This approach can undermine the authenticity of genuine protests and detract from their intended messages. In response to the incident, the NFL announced that he would be banned for life from all league stadiums and events. Roc Nation, the entertainment company that produced the halftime show, clarified that the protest was neither planned nor rehearsed, emphasizing that no one involved in the production was aware of his intentions. While the right to protest is fundamental, the context and manner in which it is executed is crucial. Interrupting a globally televised performance without prior consent can be perceived as prioritizing personal attention over the collective experience and message of the event. And Kendrick Lamar already had a message that he was trying to convey during this very, very meticulous and choreographed performance. He had everything that he wanted to represent. And this guy, forget what he was protesting about. It was selfish for him to add his touch to Kendrick Lamar's performance. Period. That's just my opinion. What's yours? Like, comment, subscribe, establish rich. I'll be back with another one. You know how I do it. Peace.